This is a project for Raspberry Pi home automation with the help of graphical interface running on Raspberry Pi 4. Here we have a Raspberry Pi 4 board, a servo motor, AVR microcontroller, which is also an Arduino Uno board, the relay panel board. Actually, these are the 8 relays, only 4 are used. This is the ACS current sensor to measure the AC current of the loads. This is the full bridge rectifier working as a voltage measurement, working as voltage sensor, AC voltage sensor. And we have these 4 loads, 60-watt AC bulbs. So the Raspberry Pi is connected through this USB type C to the laptop. This microcontroller is actually under the PCB, so it is a kind of inverted PCB, and it is connected to Raspberry Pi serial port at 9600 baud to share the data of sensors. So Raspberry Pi does not have the analog to digital converter. That's why this Arduino board is converting the value of voltage sensor and current sensor to a serial stream. Also, we have this light intensity sensor LDR, which is required to operate the servo. So let's see on the Raspberry Pi side. We have the VNC server running here. The Pi is connected to this. On the VNC server or on the desktop of Raspberry Pi, we have this folder, Raspberry Pi Appliance Control. In this folder, we have many files which are a part of the graphical interface. So we need main.py file, the main.py. So right click on it, and you can use the Thorny Python IDE. So this file is required. Before starting this application, first you need to open the terminal. So terminal is on the desktop. Open the terminal and type a command, sudo space pi gpio d. So this is the command. This is required for one library. Enter. So it is actually running. That's why it can't initialize again. So we can close this terminal and back to the Thorny IDE, the last one. Now after that process, we can click on the play button to run the application. Okay, so this is the application which is created to control the devices. It is also measuring or displaying the voltage and current values, light intensity, and the status of servo motor. When this application is running, this will send some commands to the Arduino, and it will reply back. So this LED blinking is the indication of the communication between Arduino and Raspberry Pi. So here from the control panel, if we click on the device one on, so it will turn on the first device, and whatever the current consumption of this device, it will update here. 0.51 or 52. It's actually 520 milliamps. Yeah, go for the second device. Current consumption increased. Yes. All the loads are same, so that we will have the equal amount of current consumption in the reading panel. So here the light intensity is reached to 69 or 70%. So there is a threshold of light percentage. If it is greater than that threshold, the servo will be opened. So this is the state of the servo when it is open. Yeah. Third device. Okay. Current consumption. Okay. Fourth. Yeah. So all the devices are on and we have this status. We can turn off single device at a time, or we have the option to turn off all the devices. So one by one, or okay, yeah, one by one. One off, two off, three off, and at the same time the light intensity is reduced. That's why this servo is closed. Yeah, turn on first two. Okay, and we should turn on, turn open the servo. So yes, after 60 or 70%. Yeah, turn off all, and servo is closed.